Hey, so I'm trying this for the second time. Yes, I entered a new season of living when my kids all left the house, right? And so I wanted to this morning to kind of break all of this down for you guys. And I'm going to apologize head on because, guys, this is all new for me, sharing all this information with you. And I'm trying to learn how to work all the equipment and so forth. So, but anyway, I have a lot of good information for you today. So, first of all, I'm going to kind of just zoom this out so you guys can see all of this. Actually, let me hold it for just a little bit because I want you guys to see. So, we have finding new purpose, season of change, right? So, when our kids leave home, we go through a season of change. And we have to understand what we're going through. We have to be able to break it down so that we can cope with it and get on with it. And again, guys, this is not just about when our kids leave home. This is about any season of change that you might go through. So, first of all, you'll see here on my little board, I have it broken down into let go of the past, live in the present, and create a vision for the future. So what I'm trying to do here is actually help you guys to understand that there is a past, there's a present, and there's a future of what you're going through in your season of change. And the way you address this will make the difference for you, right? So let me spend a little time on this let go of the past, right? So as you see, I have on there expectations, right? I have children now, adults, grief. We have life was your kids. And then kids sometimes meant that you weren't dealing with real issues. So what am I talking about with this letting go of the past? Well, first of all, I've spoken to you before about expectations, right? And when we have these expectations, we actually are living in the past. We are. And I'm going to break this down in the example of, let's say that you have a daughter who has gone off to college. All your kids are now gone. She's the last one there. You just spent the last 18 plus years being a mom, being a dad, being a parent. And so you have certain expectations. So for Christmas, maybe, everybody's home, everyone's there, you all go to grandma's house, and that's the expectation. But all of a sudden, your kids are calling you saying, by the way, mom, I won't be home because we're going skiing instead. Or I'm going to go hang out at my friend's house up in New York, right? Or we're going to go to California and do the California thing, right? I'm not going to do the whole Christmas thing with the family this year. And so you become really upset and disappointed and frustrated because your expectations are that when your kids leave, everything will stay the same. But it doesn't. It doesn't stay the same. And so you have to form new things. The other thing is that your kids are now adults. So before, you used to be able to say, no, we're doing this. You're not going to your friend's house when you're a sophomore in high school. You're going with the family, right? And so that changes when they're adults. And we have to allow our kids to be adults and to find their own way. For so long, they've had to follow all of our rules, and now they don't have to. Now we don't have that control. And so for a lot of people, we enter this phase of grief. We're grieving not just that our kids are gone, but that we can't protect them anymore. We can't shelter them anymore. We can't tell them what to do. We don't have that control anymore. And I'm not saying that you want to control your kids, but let's think about it. For 18 years of their lives, you controlled them. And so, we told them what to do and how to do it and all those other things and what religion they needed to have and all those things. So you go through this period of grief when they start to say, no, I'm not doing what you say anymore, right? And then when you are living in this past, our our life was our kids. Everything we did was our kids. Our world was centered around our kids. And we don't know what life is like outside of our kids, right? But here's something even worse. Number 5 tip on this board is that for some of us, our kids meant we didn't have to deal with issues. It meant, for example, that I don't really talk to my husband that much. We don't really do that much together unless the kids are there. We don't even know how to relate to each other anymore unless we're talking about the kids. And when the kids are gone, now what happens to your marriage? So now you really have to face the real issues of what's really occurring in your life and in your relationship with your spouse. So that's letting go of all that baggage, letting go of all that past, because it's gone. Your kids are gone. It's gone. So now we're going to move into a new phase, right? So now we're going to move into life in the present, okay? So we're going to move into this new phase of, let's see, we're going to say finding new purpose. We're going to find you. Every day is a new day. Embrace the truth and love is. So what am I talking about with those 5 points about living in the present? I'm talking about now that your kids are gone, you centered your whole life around them. So your whole purpose was about them. Your purpose was about instructing them and raising them. Your job sometimes was about your kids. Think about this. You find certain jobs so that you can be available for your kids, right? So now we're going to bypass all that because we don't have to have that kind of purpose anymore. Now we can find what our purpose is really about in life. And I'm not saying that your purpose is not going to be about your children, but it's going to be beyond your children now, right? If that makes sense. We can't find purpose until you know who you really are. Maybe you went to football games for the last 18 years and you don't even like football. I love football. But maybe you did certain things that you really don't like. For example, I had a dog for my kids. I know you guys love dogs. You love puppies. I'm really not a big dog person. I'm a germophobic. And so dogs have germs to me. So I'm like, oh, okay. But I had a dog all those years because of my husband and my kids, because I wanted to give them that, right? So now you need to find who you are. That means every day is a new day. Every day you're discovering who you are. Every day you're like, wow, okay, yeah, I really like to eat this kind of food. Yeah, I really like to do these kind of activities, right? And so you want to every day be a new day of discovery of who you are so that you can get to that finding your purpose, right? And so I want you guys to embrace the truth about who you are. That might be a little confusing for some of you because you might be thinking, ooh, do I really like that? Or am I really that kind of person? Well, yeah, maybe you are, And so let's embrace the truth that you're an adult. You're not just a parent. And that you have your own likes and your own interests and your own dreams and fantasies and ideas, right? Maybe you have a religious preference that you were so involved with raising your children in this particular religious set that you didn't even realize that you don't really like some of the ideas, but you were so bent on raising your kids that way that you didn't allow yourself to explore other ideas, right? So I want you to embrace the truth. And then love is. What do I mean by that? I mean that love is who you are. Love is who your kids are. Love is this understanding of I am who I am and you are who you are. And that might change a little bit tomorrow, but that's okay because I'm going to still love you and I'm going to still love me. Love is living in the present. Love is embracing each new day of I'm waking up this morning and I'm laying in bed because I don't have to rush to get up. And I'm taking my time and I'm enjoying the softness of these sheets. I'm enjoying the quietness of my home. That is living in the present, okay? And then we want to, as we say here, as you can see that. Ooh, can you see that? We have create a vision for the future. So we have, where am I now? Where do I want to be? See myself, be myself, vision board, and see it, live it. So, again, what do I mean by all of that? So, what I mean, and I'm adjusting, guys. So, what I mean is that life is about living in the present, right? Letting go of the past. But we have to have a vision about what we want in the future, right? Because I think if we have a vision of what we want in the future, then we can create our present, if that makes any sense to you. So I said, where am I now? So what is going on in my life right now? Sit down and take an assessment of exactly where you are. I'm home. No one's living with me. I'm divorced. My kids are gone and it's just me. Do I feel lonely sometimes? Do I feel abandoned when my kids say that they're not coming home for the holidays? Do I feel rejected? Do I feel embarrassed? What do I feel? That is taking an assessment of where I am. And then where do I want to go? All right. Well, I don't want to have these negative feelings, right? I want to feel joy. I want to feel happiness that my kids are actually going skiing for Christmas. Wow. I wish I could have done that when I was their age, right? And so where do I want to be? Well, I want to go skiing too for Christmas. I don't want to be with the family this year. Maybe I want to go to the Bahamas. Maybe I want to go to St. Thomas. Maybe I want to lay on the beach for Christmas. I live in Texas. So I love to go to the snow for Christmas or around the holidays, right? So New Year's, I'm usually skiing. I couldn't have done that before so easily, right? So where am I? Where do I want to be? And then see myself, be myself. That means embracing every day of, wow, yeah, I did that. Yeah, I like that idea. I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna take up photography. I'm gonna, join a biking club. Whatever it is that you see for that day, embrace it, see it, be it, right? Make it a part of you. So see yourself being a part of a biking club and actually riding from Houston to Austin. And just envision it and then start living that life every single day. The vision board. Create a vision board. Have it in your home somewhere, in your bedroom of, let's say you want to do this biking from Houston to Austin. Well, see yourself wearing the cute little outfit, right? See yourself with that nice little fancy bike. See yourself, have pictures of people who have accomplished this goal. And then see that every single day. See yourself, doing those things that you want to do. Laying on the beach in the wintertime. Or being in the snow, for those of us from the South. And have pictures of that. The resort that you want to stay at. The beach that you want to stay at. The ski resort that you want to be at. Have pictures of what you want in your life. And so that creates a vision for yourself. It creates your vision board. And then see it, live it. What I mean by that is when you wake up every morning and you see what your life wants to be, live it today, right? Live it today. So I'll tell you guys one of the things that I'm working towards, and that's to on a yacht. You guys are going, oh my, she's crazy. All right. It's something that I've thought about for a long time when I was married and I got talked out of it. And then there was like the kids. I also would like to have an RV. And my daughter was like, really, Mom? But I kind of like this idea of being able to live on what I'm traveling on. So there's the yacht and there's the RV, right? And so people have just talked me out of it for so long. But I really like that idea. I love camping. I love the water. And so those two things, one on land and one by sea, right? And so I see that. I have that on my computer as a screensaver. So I am trying to help us understand, guys, that with everything in life, there is a season. There is a purpose in our life. We're not just put here for no reason at all. We're not just put here to be parents to our kids. We serve a higher purpose than that. I don't know what your purpose is. You guys have heard me say this before. My purpose is to bring joy, love, peace, and light into the lives of millions. And that's what I'm doing right now. And so I'm living my purpose. Thank you guys for allowing me to come into your lives and to share this with you guys today. Thank you very much. And I'll talk to you on the other side. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.